Hello, and welcome to Freedom with Marketing. I'm Sam, the founder of Freedom with Marketing, and welcome to the Life, Leadership and Business Lessons playlist. Today, I want to talk to you about a concept that I found revolutionary in my mindset and the way that I do things, which I learned from Dan Sullivan at Strategic Coach. What he teaches is the gap versus the gain thinking. He also co-authored a book with Dr. Benjamin Hardy on the subject. The concept basically goes like this, that when you're moving towards a goal, you should always look back at what you've achieved rather than looking towards the horizon of what you want to achieve in the future, because as you continuously move towards your goal, the horizon keeps getting further and further, and you never get any sense of progress. It can stop on a whole bunch of other things. I want to share with you a story about how I directly applied this in my life. This was during a ultra run. It was a ultra run that I did after previously failing at this distance twice. It was also a run which unfortunately happened 2 days after my wife had a miscarriage. So I was in a pretty dark place emotionally, and somehow I managed to go into the race and vastly exceed all expectations and finish way stronger in less time than I could have ever dreamed possible. And one of the things that I did was I applied this gap versus forgetting thinking before I went to the race. So I had to leave at 4 a.m. so in order to get to the starting line at 6, and I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Actually, I didn't get any sleep the night before, so it was just sort of tossing and turning in bed. And then I just decided to get up at 2. And what I did, I got a piece of paper and I wrote down all of the things that I have improved since the previous run I had 6 months ago where I didn't finish. And I started to write them out. Next thing I know, I got 20, 30 ways written down in paper that pretty much show me ways that I have improved compared to the last run. And what that did, it put me in the right mindset to go into the race. Now, with the emotional stress that I was going through at the time, it was unfortunate timing. I could not change anything about it. The hardest part about it was that, so my wife had a miscarriage 2 days before the run. 2 days prior to that, we had a scan. We were told that there's a high probability that it was twins. So it was just an emotional roller coaster up and down, and it wasn't exactly great. And the way that I counteracted that adversity before the race, because if you don't stop this adversity, it would take control of you and it would basically ruin the race and it would be highly detrimental to your performance. What I did, I again took out and wrote down all of the things that I'm thankful for and all the things that I am grateful for in regards to this race. And I just wrote a long list out, maybe 20, 25 again. And what that did, it put me in the right mindset going into this race about why I'm grateful to actually go into it, as opposed to trying to look into the future and then dwelling on all of the issues in my personal life that had sort of happened at the wrong time. And so that is my interpretation of Dan Sullivan's gap versus the gain, and it's how I applied it before this run and got way better results than I could have ever imagined possible. Now, I would highly encourage you to try this in your life. Like I mentioned, it completely changed the way that I do things and my mindset, and I'm confident it will do the same for you. If you physically write this down, what the act of writing things down does, it imprints it into your subconscious and it makes you much more aware of it. It makes you remember it more. And the more you can remember your successes, the wins you've had, and you can acknowledge and see how far you've progressed, the more confidence it gives you, the more motivation it gives you, the more momentum it gives you moving forward. And this is a powerful, powerful concept to apply in your personal life, in your business, and towards any of the goals that you'd like to achieve. That's all I've got for you in this video. I would highly encourage that you try to do this, perhaps once a quarter in your business, because it will change your outlook on things. That's all I've got for you today. See you in the next video.